Colwell Center.
Hello, my name is David Doan.
And I am Vivian Tai.
We would like to welcome you to the Garland High School graduation ceremony. We and our classmates are thrilled that you are joining us to help celebrate the accomplishments of our long educational journeys.
As a courtesy to my fellow graduates, we ask that you remain respectful while we cross the stage so families and friends will hear our names called as we receive our diplomas. Again, thank you for being here and helping us make this a day we will all remember.
Enjoy the ceremony.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and the class of 2021. My name is Noelia Grimaldo, and it's been my honor and privilege to serve as your Student Council President. Please join me as we stand for the singing of the national anthem and the pledges. Please remain standing for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God and indivisible. Please be seated.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anna Ngo, the senior class president for the class of 2021. Before we get started, please join me in welcoming the board members. Trustee Johnny Beach, Assistant Secretary Robert Selders Jr., Garland ISD Superintendent Dr. Ricardo Lopez, Chief Financial Officer Dr. Brent Ringo, Chief Leadership Officer Dr. Susanna Russell, and General Counsel Lisa Ray. Honored guests, parents, family members, and the class of 2021. I'm incredibly honored to speak on behalf of our class today. To say that I'm proud to walk across this stage with you all is an understatement. 13 years ago, our journey began together. We began when we each took our first steps onto the kindergarten bus with our parents. Our parents were standing at the door, nervous, and waving goodbye. Today, after those 13 years of memories, we finally get to walk on the bus for the last time. And our parents are again standing at the door, nervous, and waving goodbye. But this time, it's because each of us started a new journey towards our future. If you ask anyone here, I think they would tell you that it doesn't feel that long ago when we traded in our nursery rhymes for SAT practice, traded in our multiplication flashcards for pre-calculus textbooks, traded in our middle school insecurities for Garland High School pride, and most recently, traded in our backyard slip and slides for our senior slide into the real world. But whatever it is, whatever we traded in, whatever we did it together. We did it as the class of 2021. To our principal, Ms. Hines, all our assistant principals, and the Board of Trustees, and our Superintendent, Dr. Lopez, we'd like to thank you for showing us what it means to be a leader, for teaching us that not one person is more important. To our teachers, thank you for dedicating every day for our betterment and our education, for waking up early to meet us for extra help, and for staying up late to grade our papers, and for recently writing our letters of recommendation, for taking genuine interest and concern in our daily lives, and for making what seemed impossible yesterday seem possible today. And to our parents and our families, thank you for picking us up when we were down, for giving us pride and confidence in ourselves, and for all you've sacrificed to get us to where we are today. And this is as much as your graduation as it is ours. Lastly, I'd like to thank Ms. Castillo and our class sponsors, Ms. Tubia and Ms. Peterson, for helping us plan all our events. I'd like to thank my fellow officers, Sydney, Bridget, Brandon, Alina, and Vivian. Thank you for being by my side and helping me, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you to my classmates and my friends for all the memories that I will never forget. And thank you all for everything you've given me these past 4 years at Garland. Now let's all welcome Dr. Ricardo Lopez.
All right, well, good afternoon, Owls. How you doing? That's right. Parents, let's give a big round of applause to these beautiful graduates, class of 2021. It's been a banner year for these Owls. That black and gold looks stunning, by the way. Oh my goodness. To the school that started the Garland legacy. You know, I would be remiss to not mention a global pandemic that we're still under. Today, you're going to see a number of graduates walk across the stage, but you're also going to hear names at the very end of the graduation on students, believe it or not, we're doing dual platform today, that are having their graduation virtually. So they won't be able to be attending for whatever reason that they chose, but they're still going to hear their name at the podium at the very end. With it, I'm very thrilled to finally have a face-to-face event, more than you could ever imagine, in our own facility, the Curtis Colwell Center. We didn't get here alone, graduates. You had an army of people behind you, beside you, in front of you, under you, over you. Those are your parents. Give them a round of applause and say thank you. Parents, loved ones, what a crazy year it's been. You know, when we work together, it's amazing what we can accomplish. You know, every great success is rooted in overcoming obstacles, facing failures, and I personally believe that the result of it comes when things don't go your way. They don't go as planned, but you make it to the end anyway. And that's what's happening today. Everybody here faced unprecedented circumstances of this global pandemic. Since March of last year, our district has been agile in responding to the ever-changing experiences of COVID-19. We never had a blueprint, but we tried to model the response using the Spanish influenza of over 100 years ago. What we learned was there was a pandemic that lasted a year and a half, that had spikes, that had different types of responses. And we knew at that point, in April of last year, this was our most vulnerable graduating class. Goal number one, get them through at all costs. Goal number one, get them through at all costs. This team of teachers, administrators, counselors were relentless in that effort. First of all, I want to thank my teachers for dealing with all of the different aspects of global learning, from dual platforms to Canvas, to students turning in work at all hours of the night, from students not logging in or thinking they're logged in or acting they're logged in or saying they're virtual when they're really face-to-face, and then they show up face-to-face when they're supposed to be virtual. Thank you, okay? You went through everything. For administrators, for holding down the fort, making sure everybody was taken care of, protocols were followed to ensure that everything was under good care. I want to thank this principal, Holly Hines, and her team. They deserve huge recognitions. And finally, our counselors. Keeping track of these students, their records, and everything that's going on is a tedious task without a pandemic. But then being a social emotional counselor, not only for the students, but the parents, grandparents, and staff. Let's give the counselors a big round of applause. So you heard, for high schools, our number one priority was getting this team graduated. I'm a results-oriented guy, so what did the results say? I know in the papers we were reading neighboring districts were scared that most of their class will not make it through the finish line. There was a call to action to get kids back to school because so many kids were failing. But let's talk about the Garland Owls. Let's talk about what's here today. The proof is in the pudding. Of the seniors that were supposed to graduate today, 99.1% are graduating today. "99% made it through." Y'all, that's what you should be tweeting, because that's what is the spirit of this class. But it gets better. You see, the state now holds us to a higher standard. They said, that's great, you're graduating kids, but we have something called college and career readiness standards. Huge standards that these kids have to go through. Huge. And Garland answered the call. So not only do we have 99% of our students graduating today, but if a score from TEA came out on what score would they get for a college career readiness, the Garland Owls would get a 98. 98%, which is an A, which is one of the highest in the state, you all. Give them a round of applause. That's huge. Let me tell you how huge that is. That is the highest percentage of college career military readiness since the standard has started in Garland history. So, pandemic and all, it's amazing. If we rally together and we take different aspects of learning and we make no excuses, what can be done? I also want to highlight some stories of extraordinary achievement. And these students, please stand to be recognized, because under all these adverse situations, you still made it through. Amani Javon Sellers, please stand to be recognized. Stay standing, Amani. He's an example of fortitude, resilience, and extraordinary leadership. He was raised by his grandmother, having no siblings, and started off very reclusive and struggled with self-confidence. He was intimidated by many students he intimidated a lot of students because of his large stature, and he struggled to find people who would accept him. Usually when you have this structure, you become labeled. You become labeled to be a football player. Amani said, "Nah, man, I got swag. I'm on the step team." Right? Even as adults, our insecurities come through on the decisions we make. And this young man decided to overcome his insecurities, pursue what he loves, and he was a shining example that don't let anybody tell you what you should be what you were born to be. Congratulations on your courage. I hope I don't butcher this name, but it's Leslie Leguizamo. There we go, there she is. Leslie. Let me tell you what makes Leslie exceptional. Everybody sees her as a relentless student that's working hard, that is avid. She goes to courses in the GRCTC. She is far beyond driven. See, but she's a trailblazer in herself. She's doing it the Garland way. She will be the first in her family to ever attend college. Congratulations, Leslie. See, because it takes one to start a trend, you all. It takes one, and then the next one follows. You could be seated, Leslie, because this goes into my second transition, into Estefania Roman. Where's Estefania? All right. Much like Leslie, Estefania is an avid student. She is driven. She is doing all the right things. But the cool thing about her is now she will be the second, I believe, in your family to graduate. Now, give her a big round of applause. You see, Estefania, we won't go into all the hardships that the family faced just to get to this point. But there was every opportunity to quit, to give up, or not make college a priority. But because now the tradition has been set, someone is following in their footsteps. Remember, it takes one guys to change the trajectory of an entire family, okay? So congratulations, Estefania. These stories inspire me as not only a superintendent, but also a parent. You see, we can rise above anything we have in front of us. We rose above a pandemic. We rose, and not only rose above it as a class of 2021, but you guys set new standards that weren't done without a pandemic. So what does the future hold for the next class? How are they going to outdo you when it's easier for them than it was for you? That is in your spirit. That is something we can't change from you, Garland Owls, the class of 2021. There's going to be a lot of obstacles. There's going to be a lot of failures. But as the famous Denzel Washington said, when you do fail, fall forward. With that, I am proud to be your superintendent. Know each and every one of you is loved. Charge on, class of 2021.
Good afternoon, GHS 2021 seniors and families. I am Holly Hines, and it is a true honor to stand before you as principal of the Garland High School. We are all too familiar with the common phrases and buzzwords we have heard over this past year as they have been embedded in our shared pandemic experiences. COVID, unprecedented, quarantine, in an abundance of caution, etc. I'm sure you can all relate. These terms are now gradually moving into our rearview mirror as we progress and prosper. Today, I would like to take the opportunity to share some descriptors as to what I have witnessed and observed from our senior class of 2021. These are the buzzwords that resonate with me: gracious, kind, patient, generous, open-minded, resilient, wise, and hopeful. This is how I will remember our class of 2021. And I'm exceptionally excited to witness the impact you all will have on our community and society as you transition to your post-secondary paths and beyond. Class of 2021, having served as your principal for your high school career, and for many of you, your middle school years, I've had the rare gift of watching you all mature and grow over the last 4 to 7 years. I could not possibly be more proud of each of you, and this day is a day of celebration for all of us. So to all our campus staff, district staff, school board members, please join me in a brief celebratory moment and raise your hand in the air. On the count of 3, we will pull our hands down and say, yes. 1, 2, 3, yes. To all of our family members and friends here with us or watching today, please raise your hand in the air. And on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, yes. Now for our graduates. Raise your hand in the air. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, yes. I mean, that was okay. One more time. Everybody raise your hand in the air. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, yes. Senior class of 2021, on behalf of the staff and faculty of the Garland High School, we honor you, we celebrate your accomplishments, and we love you. Congratulations. It is my pleasure to now introduce our salutatorian, graduating with a GPA of 5.61224, Alina Dam.
Hello? Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, families, friends, teachers, administrators, Principal Genius, but most importantly, the Garland High School class of 2021. My name is Alina Dam, and it is with great honor that I can stand before you today as the class salutatorian and cordially welcome each and every one of you to the Garland High School commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2021. We've been in school for far too long. The end of 13 years of government-mandated schooling is upon us, and let's just be honest here, it's a little bit more sweet than bittersweet. Well, guys, we've finally made it. We're actually in the Curtis Colwell Center this year. We're finally graduating. We haven't done it alone, though. Teachers, on behalf of all the students hiding behind Google Meet icons, thank you for all of your efforts and flexibility these past 4 years, and especially this year. You all selflessly poured your blood, sweat, and tears, probably a lot more tears, in teaching us lessons inside and outside of the classroom. Also, sorry for muting the tabs sometimes. For legal purposes, this is just a joke. Please don't take away my diploma. To my family, con xin cảm ơn mọi người trong gia đình, ông bà nội và ông bà ngoại, bố mẹ, cô chú và các em họ đã lo cho con, giúp đỡ và ủng hộ con mỗi ngày. Bố mẹ, my parents, you have always put my needs before yours, and I know it's because I'm the favorite child. Thank you for loving, caring, and lecturing me. I know that you're happy I'm leaving just to move 15 minutes away, but don't worry, I promise I'll visit. Dylan, my little brother, we've beefed so much, but in every waking moment and in every sleeping moment, I always know that you're there. Have fun washing dishes on your own. Now, let's throw it back. Thank you, Brandon. To the beginning. In elementary school, everything was fun and games. We rebelled against naps, played too much Angry Birds and Minecraft, and dreaded those math worksheets with the 100 multiplication problems on them. We even tried to predict our futures by playing MASH and using origami fortune tellers. Too bad they couldn't predict these past 2 crazy years of high school. We cha-cha'd real smooth into middle school. Finals replaced the field days and end-of-the-year parties that we'd always looked forward to in elementary school, but we still had a lot of fun. Maybe a bit too much fun. We dabbed and whipped too much and flipped one too many water bottles. Still, we'd always been future-oriented, always planning ahead for each new step in our lives. Finally, we pushed onward and entered the owl's nest, some later than others and some stuck in the fishbowl. We manifested a culture of care, community, and school spirit, even in the throes of the pandemic. Back in 8th grade, my science teacher, Ms. Houston, introduced Newton's law of action-reaction, and she said, when you hit the quan hits back. Now, I didn't think physics could be used in this sense, but here we are. Since the start of junior year, spring break, life really hit us. We've experienced so much in 2020 and 2021, the pandemic, acts of racial injustice against the Black community, the 2020 presidential election, hate crimes against Asian American and Pacific Islanders, and the winter storm. But together, we fought back. Together, we fought against injustices while battling senioritis. Social distancing kept us 6 feet apart, but we rallied to support, defend, and embrace one another in the classroom, in our community, and in society. Together, we came out stronger, united, and resilient, and some of us with an addiction to TikTok. Since we're about to spread our wings and part ways, I wish to impart with you some words from Gucci Mane. If a man does not have the sauce, then he is lost. But the same man can be lost in the sauce. Now is our time to find our sauce. It could be Chick-fil-A sauce, barbecue sauce, Hidden Valley Ranch. Now's our time to explore, to discover and rediscover our passions, to find our uniqueness, to be quote-unquote lost in the sauce. Garland High School was our home for the past 4 years. The ceilings dripped a bit too hard, but hey, at least we do too. We have entered to learn, and now we're going forth to serve. Now is our time to fly out of the owl's nest. To you all, the graduates of 2021, congratulations on closing this chapter in your lives. I wish each and every one of you a fruitful journey wherever life may take you. Although the wind may take us in different directions, we'll be soaring to new heights. Good luck on this journey ahead, and may we cross paths again at the owl's nest. Gig 'em owls.
This time, if you all would please join me in welcoming our Garland High School valedictorian, graduating with a GPA of 5.64398, Mr. Brandon Pham.
Hello. There's a lot of y'all, okay. Hi everyone, my name is Brandon Pham, and I am incredibly blessed to be your class of 2021 valedictorian. I want to welcome everyone on this beautiful day to come celebrate the achievements of our graduating class. This is the culmination of our public school journey. 12 plus years of schooling, grinding, building relationships has led us up to this moment. Yet I guarantee that half of us have already moved on and started thinking, what's for dinner tonight? That's just the future-oriented spirit Alina was talking about. As I stand here today, I am overwhelmed with gratitude. It's honestly about to be Thanksgiving up in here as I take some time to recognize some amazing people. I'd like to start by thanking everyone in the audience. Your love and support for us graduates means the world to us. But most importantly, thank you for pretending that I am funny for the next 5 minutes. Haha. My family. I want to thank my family, all my aunts, uncles, cousins who came out here to support me, that have always loved me, and have always pushed me to grow outside of the classroom. To my parents, thank you for your love, understanding, and unwavering belief in me. Ba, mẹ, I love you, and this is just the beginning for us. Cảm ơn ông nội, bà nội, giúp đỡ cho con, nấu ăn cho con, dạy cho con. Ông nội hay nói, lúc nhỏ mới đẻ ra không biết gì hết, sao tự nhiên bây giờ lớn lên biết đủ thứ hết. Mà dạ, tại vì gia đình mình ủng hộ cho con, giúp cho con mới có sức để học, có sức để biết đủ thứ. And for all of you who don't understand Vietnamese, basically what just happened was I was telling my grandma how drippy she looks today. Sheesh, bà nội, you did not have to drip that hard. Thank you to all of our teachers, staff, administrators. You've kept us going, you've kept us thinking, and you've kept us passionate. Ms. Johnson, little freshman me crafted a list of goals that I wanted to achieve during my high school years in your classroom, and I am happy to report that I have achieved the most important one, growing taller. So yeah, no more wearing heels in formal pics for me. Dr. Simmons, your radiating positivity gave me the audacity to not freak out, but rather start laughing when I may or may not have gotten chemicals in David's eyes. Mr. Gallegos, you gave me a fear of metronomes, but you also gave me a love for challenge. Thank you to the instructors on YouTube that helped us pass those tests that we didn't study for. I encourage all of my fellow graduates to think about someone who has been influential to them. Whether it be your parents, family, friends, I want you to find them and thank them afterwards. To quote a famous street philosopher, if you admire somebody, you should go ahead and tell them. People never get the flowers while they can still smell them. Kanye West. That is, unless you're Sydney, because while I would love to give you flowers for all the ways you make me a better human being, you would unfortunately not be able to smell them. Lastly, I'd like to thank all of y'all, class of 2021. I'm looking out into all of these chairs and I see so many kind faces, so many kind souls, so many friends, and these last few years would have been unbearable without y'all. We started 4 years ago as freshmen, wondering why someone would ever think numbering the math building in a G would make sense. We went to our first football game, some of us played, some of us in the bleachers. We met new classmates, and we found great organizations and clubs. Shout out to my band family and tennis peeps. Sophomore year rolls around, and honestly, we're just vibing, you know. We go to homecoming. Some of us think it's a good idea to start crowd surfing at homecoming, but then realize it's a very bad idea when a group of dudes drop them. So, thanks for that. And honestly, we just get in the groove of things and enjoy the nuances of high school. Junior year rolls around, and it hits hard. We're upperclassmen, finally, but then we're hit with work. Like, what? Okay. This is also when we're introduced to COVID. The rest of the year just kind of flies by, I don't remember it. But because of this, senior year, it sneaks up on us. Life gets a little bit too real. You know, we've been living in a fever dream for the past year and a half. But despite all this, we never let all of the disappointments of not having senior traditions get to us. We adapted, we overcame, and this is culminating in our successful celebration of prom. I mean, for real, y'all look so cute at prom. Woo. Okay, now we're here at graduation. This may be the last time that all of us are together under the same roof. And while that fact may be sad, it is also inspiring. Think about it. There's 400 to 500 of us in this room. 400 to 500 teenagers in one roof? Oh, it's enough for a revolution. You know, what are they gonna do, stop us? Join me in a demonstration of our power by saying yeah after I make some statements. Class of 2021 is the best! Yeah! We want Dr. Lopez to recognize that Garland High School is the best high school in the district. Yeah! We want free food. Yeah! We all agree that Brandon is super handsome. Yeah! But seriously, this is the most powerful graduating class Garland High School has ever seen. We're unique, we're perseverant, we're driven. Nothing can stand in our way. As we plunge into this next chapter of our lives and inevitably feel like drowning in the vastness of adult life, I want everyone to remember that you matter. Whether you plan on pursuing a college degree, going to the workforce, or serving our country in the military, you matter. And you matter now. You don't need more education to matter. You don't need more training to matter. Education and experience are just means to enhance the quality of what we are already capable of putting out into this world. I would bet my entire life savings, all $25, that this class will do incredible things. As long as we define leadership as the power to change lives by just small relationships, small bonds, we will become the greatest generation of leaders the world has ever seen. This passion, this energy that we hold right now, excitement, gratitude, joy, it'll guide us through the darkest of tunnels as we navigate through life. Class of 2021, you matter to me, and you matter to each other. I wish you all the best of luck going forward in the bouncy house obstacle course of life. Now, graduates, let's get those fat stacks, learn cool facts, and spread kind acts. Peace out. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you, Brandon. And now, class of 2021, please rise. Dr. Lopez, Mr. Beach, on behalf of the administration and faculty of Garland High School, it is with great pride I certify these students have completed the course requirement for graduation as set forth by the Texas Education Agency and the Board of Trustees of the Garland Independent School District. At this time, I would like to recommend the class of 2021 for graduation.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Good afternoon. Parents, this time I would like for you to stand and let's give the recognition to these students that they deserve. We didn't have a preamble for them to come in and march in. They were already seated. Let's show them some love. Stand and let's clap for them. Let's go. Let's applaud them. Come on. Give it up. Show some love. Show some love. Keep it going. Keep it going. Let them feel it. Students, you may be seated. I'm Johnny Beach, and I'm the trustee for the Garland Independent School District. And upon the behalf of the Garland Independent Board of Trustees, at this esteemed time, congratulations, Garland High School. I'm going to read something that I feel like is very important that I didn't realize until I was looking at the commencement ceremony tonight, and that was that Garland High School has a mission statement. Did you guys know that? That mission statement, Garland High School students will graduate as lifelong learners and continue to contribute to society and our community, knowing that they entered to learn and they go forth to serve. What a great mission statement. Take that with you for the rest of your life. Graduates, this marks the end of your public education career, and I applaud you for that milestone. Your parents and families applaud you also, because now they can paint your bedroom. Paint sales are up 100% in Garland, Texas. Way to go. Seniors, take pride in what you accomplished this year and what you went through to survive. Wow, I don't know if I could have done it. I barely survived the snowstorm, and you survived that also. You're tough, and I appreciate that. 51 years ago, I walked the halls of Garland High School. I stand before you, a proud graduate of Garland High School, the high school, the class of 1970. Tradition runs deep in my family. My father, Walter Beach, graduated in 1941. My brother, 67, graduate. My daughter, 96, graduate. My son, 99, graduate. And then myself, a 1970. You are the high school of Garland, in my opinion. The slogans of Gig 'em Owls and Owl Bait will live with you forever. Don't ever forget them and never be forgotten. When you walk this stage, you will be an owl for the rest of your life. Those that are in this audience that are owls, they know that, and you embrace it. Your diploma gives you the passport for success. Look at me. I'm a trustee, can you believe it? Here I am. You know, one thing that as a sophomore in high school, when I was at Garland High School, it was really amazing. I brought my annual. Here it is, the Owl's Nest. I'll never forget, I was on the basketball team. I go into Garland High School, we didn't have freshman class, we only had sophomores. And I was very concerned when I went to the basketball program because I didn't know what to expect. The seniors on the ball club, we had to stand before them and sing the alma mater. That was pretty embarrassing. But you know what? It sticks with you. It really does. It really says something to you. And I'll never forget that. The last line of that alma mater, "We'll cherish you through loss and victory." Well, guess what? That victory is today for you. You are graduating. Be excited, Owls. This is a great day for you. So, I'm going to ask you to stand, students. Please rise. This is that moment you've been waiting for. By the power vested in me by the state of Texas, the State Board of Education, the Texas Education Agency, and the Board of Trustees of the Garland Independent School District, I now declare you, students receiving a diploma, to be a graduate of Garland High School. Give it up for them, parents. I am so excited for you today because I tell you what, I bleed black and gold today, even after all these years. To see what you guys are wearing just really trembles my heart, and the hair on my arm is standing up as I say this. You are officially now high school graduates. Please move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations.
Audience, please be courteous during this ceremony. This is a formal event, and every parent deserves the right to hear their child's name called. If you want to clap for your graduate, please do so, but stop quickly to allow the next graduate's name to be called and heard. Please allow the ceremony to be a positive event for all graduates. Class of 2021, please prepare to receive your diplomas. Brandon Dang Pham. Alina Baolan Dam. David Duang. Vivian Tran Thai. Jeremiah Cook Do. Tisha Smitha Gautam. Tiffany Dang Dong.
Sydney Nicole Munyon.
Caitlin Tam Na Tran. Heba Nahar Momin. Timila Radhakrishnan. Jacob Bradley Wendling. Homira Mahmood. Hannah Lewis Cutright.
Bridget Osas.
Anna Kanvi No. Donviet Tuk Win. Quinn Davis Eldridge. Alvin Dave Flores Bagoisan. Tara To Tran. Sarah Ruth Hernandez. Daniel Jiju George. Ivy Swan Win. Alexander William Fontenarosa Jr. Gracie Karen Lawrence. Alexandra K. Ontiveros. Aksanti Salima Binti Ribariba.
Julia Orticio.
Xavier Lee Chuan Wen. Jonathan Bob Thomas.
Miriam Ibrahim Mohammed.
Ryan Hing Dam. Melissa Wanjiro Mburu.
Arath Dominguez.
Joseph Paul Nunez. Camila Naida Aguilar. Christina Wen. Amanda Trang Dao. Ivelisse Natalia Avendano. Kevin Van Wen. Catherine Emmanuel Armada. Tess Catherine Christopher. Destiny Cedere Lavai Motlab. Kenneth Vo. Kelsey Lynn Simmons. Jocelyn Sarai Ferusca. John Reeve Mendio Ramos. Randolph King. Harper James Johnson. Kevin Huang Lam. Faith Marie Etheridge. William Lewis Ashcraft. Anish Senthilkumar. Jared Sumagit Labra. Ethan Thomas Kasana Wise. Grant Jeffrey Swallow. Samantha Nicole Duran. Ashley Nicole Lubin. Michaela Loretta Alston. Teresa Hawaiian Huang. Hardeep Singh. Benjamin Noah Gorman. Matthew Ray Salinas. Ulysses Rosas. Sarah Elizabeth Laredo. Rana Abdeljabbar Sedek.
Selena Moreno.
Marcus Andrew Weber. Neil Michael Holloway. Ariana Lourdes Chavez. Esther Lauren Flowers. Eric Salazar. Melvin John Shibu. Diana Arroyo. Marissa Nicole Arnold. Shade Nadine Adenuga. Oscar Antonio Hernandez Aviles. Jesse De La Cruz. Cristian Emmanuel Marquez. Annabella Claire Wood. Okay. Mav Suarez Benson. Abhishek Matthews. Zina Mabube Tanha. Reese Elizabeth Smith. Amy Evelyn Monsivais. Estefania Roman. Denise Hernandez. Kendall Marie Shaw. Lauren Leitner Okeke. Daniela Noemi Aguilar. Jorge Alberto Lainez. Alexandria Michelle Scouron. Joanne Margarita Gonzalez. Amir Ali Khan. Elijah Rolian Pepito. Ricardo Trujillo. Zaria Javon Harrison. Lily Ann Douglas. Fariba Quincy Lee. Kevin Ton Vin Nguyen. Angel Orlando Quinones. Heidi Alexandra Gonzalez Ibarra. Amani Javon Sellers. Noelia Grimaldo. Erin Elizabeth Allen. Stefan Michael James. Esther Hernandez. Miriam Cabello Rodriguez. Arislady Valido Suarez. Anthony Alexander Navarrete. Melissa Zamora Cardoso. Ariel Celeste Glover. Alejandro Mata. Diana Alessandra Cruz. Marco Antonio Castillo Hernandez. Mamadou Suare. Leslie Michelle Leguizamo. Anaís Olivas. Audrey Rebecca Harris. Azalea Lizeth Moreno Luna. Giovanni Sanchez Salinas. Lisbeth Marlene Miranda. Destiny Devon Renee Gonzalez. Amari Adriana Jimenez. Diana De Leon. Roel Martinez. Leslie Karina Barker. Darlene Juliana Cruz. Leilani Zamora. Karina Raquel Ramos. Michael Lane Clayson. Claudia Landaverde Torres. Sydney Carl Williams. That was him. That was him. Go ahead. Lisbeth Delgado. Carmen Leticia Pineda.
Jairo Russell Dizan Abad.
Marian Yusuf Abdulkadir. Ibrahim Aribo Adim. Jesus Antonio Aguilar Rubio. Elena Noemi Aguilar. Alvaro Aguirre. Chelsea Oloruntola Aina.
Macorie Allen.
Canyon Chandler Allman. Jonathan Alonso. Mohammed Yaha Harun Idris Altam.
Tori J. Ambergy.
Maya Emerson. Areli Jacqueline Andrade Hernandez. Xander David Arsola. Ángel Daniel Avalos. Jonathan Avila. Leilani Celeste Avilas Galvan. Lorjaneth Paula Baez. Julio Bajena. Nicolas Andres Valderrama.
Darian Samalek Banegas Rivera.
Melissa Ana Barragan. Ruben Ignacio Barrera. Cassandra Barron.
Esmeralda Celeste Barron Gonzalez.
Catherine Sophia Barron. Novali May Baron. Abraham Belay. Carmen Amaris Bell. Corey Javon Bashirs. Oscar Manuel Betancourt Caballero. Jorge Blanco. Jerry Bravata Garcia. Deja Renee Brown. Tatiana Bustamante. Samuel Caballero.
Catalin Natalia Camacho Manrique. Isais Camarillo Esquivel. Maribel Elizabeth Campos. Laisha Guadalupe Casanova Solis. Emily Crystal Casildo Nava. Pauline Michelle Cacique Verdin. Giovanna Castaneda. Ricardo Castilleja. Brenda Bernice Castillo Castellanos. Giovanni Axel Castillo. Isamar Castillo. Michael Alexis Castillo. Ramiro Castillo. Leonardo Chavez Alcala. Maria Elena Chavez. LaQuante Coleman. Ambrosia Chanel Unique Conley. Gerardo Contreras. Alexis Cordova. Edgar Daniel Cordova. Kevin Hernan Correas Aragon. Roy Alexander Cortez.
Alan Odette Cosio.
Elisha Marie Crosby. Cheyenne Mackenzie Crouch. Brandon Alexander Cruz. Stephanie Cruz Angel. Kajon Marquez Davis. Fabian Julian de la Cruz. Itzel de la Paz. Pedro de la Rosa Casillas. Juan Adrián de la Sancha.
José María de León III.
Tania de Santiago. Madison Alexis Delgado. Jacob Alexander de Luna. Aldo Diaz. Jeremiah Damon Dennis. Reina Diaz. Raymond James Douglas. Zaria Sumaya Dunn. Oguchukwu Amache Ejiofor. J. Samuel Elias. Jeffrey Samuel Elias. No middle. Janaya Tiana Ellis. Xavier James Ellis. Shalandra Epps. Kate Elizabeth Escalante. Jose Angel Esperanza. Jaime Espino Lule. Ashley Yesenia Estrada. Erlinda Estrada. Mario Jamaica Falk. Edgar Isaid Fausto. Jonathan Isaac Ferman. Viver Santino Fernandez. Alexis Ferrucia Ortiz. Matthew Alexander Figueroa. Eugenio Flores. David Joseph Fraser. Kimberly Gallegos. Angel Ramiro Gamboa. Lisbeth Gomez Moncada. Jesse Alexandra Gomez. Andrea Garcia Avalos. Eileen Garcia. Augusto Javier Garcia Yanes. Alejandro Eduardo Garcia. Carisma Evangeline Garcia. Julian Garcia. Mario Alberto Garcia. Sarah Jordan Garner.
Rebecca Daisy Gower.
Hector Manuel Gomez. Griselda Noemi Gonzalez Carr.
Alexis Gonzalez.
Edgar Gonzalez. Cassandra Gonzalez. Keziah Imani Grant. Gavin Lucas Greenwood. Brian Alberto Grimaldi. Ivan Guerra. Luis Arturo Guerrero Valdez. Jose Luis Guerra. Jose Alberto Guevara Rodriguez. Raven Gutierrez. Soraya Marianne Hagus. Jana Trinice Harris. Zylese Jakia Harrison. Angel Claudia Held. Sanaya Diamond Greer. Kevin Alexander Hercules. Leslie Hernandez Jimenez.
Abisai Hernandez.
Arturo Alexander Hernandez. Ivan Gabriel Hernandez. Jorge Hernandez. Zaira Mariela Hernandez. Celi Mabel Herrera Monteroso. Carlos Herrera. Kendall Lee Hillis. That's you.
Mario Alberto Hinojosa Ramirez. Brianna Lauren Howell. Coran Cornelius Jacobs. Jennifer Jaramillo Arriola. Sebastián Jaramillo. Julius Rashad Jeter. Christian Ashley Giles. Jaquincy Lee Johnson. Shango Scott Johnson. Tamari Jaquin Johnson. Alexis Julian Jaramillo. Randall Drebin Jones. Ruth Bauth Kalu. Vianney Carr. Saeed Komi Koko. Madeline Edith Lainez Castro. Marvin Josue Lainez Castro. Julian Michael Lamas. Tony T. Lee. Alexis Leana Pliego. Bobby Joe LaFleur.
Wendy Lemus.
Catherine Celine Leon Irias. Alia Vianey Lopez Gomez. Emily Norai Lopez. Jennifer Lopez. Stephanie Loredo Castillo. Christian Loredo. Fernanda Yailin Lozada. Pablo Eli Luna Silva. Xiomara Brillet Maldonado. Daniel Alexander Mancilla. Alex Montgomery Manley. Emily Guadalupe Mariano. José Manuel Marín Navarro. Herbert Jair Marroquín Romero. Guadalupe Martínez Gutiérrez. Paulina Noemi Martínez Hernández. Dayana Paola Martínez Santos. Victoria Estrella Martínez Solís. Alessandra Marie Martínez. Axel Martínez. Marcela Alejandra Martínez. Merlín Martínez. Nitza Natalie Martínez. Abraham Medina de la Cruz. Juan Richard Medina. Ivan Medina. Diana Mata. Eddie Gabriel Méndez. Jennifer Mendoza Chávez. Dulce Jacqueline Mendoza León. Angélica Miranda. Alex Antonio Monroy Nájera. Eduardo Montelongo. Gerardo Montelongo. Yasmin Montes. Natalie Veronica Mora Lozano. Carolina Jacqueline Mora Saldaña. Alexa Mariela Morales. Casey Mercado. Brenda Nicole Morales. Cielo Rachel Morales. Daniel Morales Cruz. Sarah Marie Moreno. Eileen Mundo. Silvia Isadora Mungia. Jonathan Javier Muñiz. Ernesto Muñoz. Jorge Luis Muñoz. Jacqueline Flor Najar. Christopher Brian Nava Hernández. Mariana Navarro Trejo. Alisa Ann Niehaus. Aide Alejandra Nieto Martínez. Citlali Nonoal. Jennifer Núñez Ontiveros. Cristina Juanita Ochoa. Juan José Olvera. Alondra Orduña. Kevin Ortiz. Jocelyn Oviedo. Emily Padilla. Ismael Iván Padrón Díaz. Daisy Samantha Palacios Vega. Daisy Noemi Parada. Alexander Parra Espino. Mario Alberto Pesina. Carla Marie Peña. Gustavo Ángel Pérez Urbina. Alfonso Pérez. Adriana Marian Pérez. Carlos Eduardo Pérez. Leslie Pérez. Victoria Marie Pérez. Summer Faith Peters. Alexia Celeste Varela Pickens. Sarah Vivian Darkis Porter. Brittany Catherine Portillo. Eric Posada. Christian Puente. Dana Paola Quintana Meléndez. Brian Quintanilla. Julio Kevin Quiroz. Brisa Daniela Ramírez. Joel Ramírez. Nathan Rangel. Sarah Jade Ray. Melissa Razo. Blanca Estela Rendón. Damien Alexander Reyes. Giovanni Reyes.
Catherine Giselle Reyes.
Robert Alexander Reynolds. Victor Rico. Mauricio Rivera Torres. Melanie Rivera. Lily Grace Rogers. Yanori Rodriguez Torres. Angie Rodriguez. Christian Rodriguez. Johan Alexander Rodriguez. Natalie Alejandra Rodriguez. Alexis Rodriguez. Sergio Rodriguez. Karina Imelda Rojas. Rebecca Romero. Savannah Jolie Romero. Adrian Lakeith Rose. Jonathan Rubio.
Shante Rashad Russell.
Manuel Estabon Sáenz. Moed Salamé. Gabriel Salas Díaz. Carlos Edel Salazar. Tina Salianekam. Spencer Lee Salmon. Daniel Sánchez. Jessica Guadalupe Sánchez. María Fernanda Sánchez Castro. Jasmine Diana Sánchez López. Levi Neftali Sánchez. Dylan Sanders. Brian Sandoval. Lidia Sandoval. Ari Ilan Santiago Cárdenas. Florian Marcial Santiago. Jordan Matthew Scott. Enrique Serrano. Madison Jemiah Session. Sivotelesia Condonawi Siampisa. Cameron Markel Seegers. Alejandro Silva Camacho. Eli Susana Simmons. Jason Paul Smith. Azriel Mahir Sosa. Aiden Sotelo. Brianna Soto. Christian Soto. Kevin Soto. Adam Somahoro. David Allen Stanfield. Caden Stansky. Cristal Tadeo. Chi Tang. Rubina Tanya. Shams Uraman Tanya. Quinn Thomas Taylor. María Guadalupe Terrazas. Jacqueline Tlatelpa. José Antonio Tobías. Marco Antonio Tobías. Anthony Donche Espino. Jocelyn Torres Tovar. Anthony Torres. Octavio Torres. Haley Alexis Dawson. Kathy Wen Tran. Trung Min Trung. Gabriel Christopher Turner. Denise Ugalde. Yasmi Lady Urquiza. Freddy Giovanni Valdez Jaimes. Kevin Vanegas. Diego de Jesús Vaquera Barcenas. Héctor Antonio Vázquez Campos. Diego Vázquez. Gerver Ariel Ventura. Gabriel Vera. Vivian Vera. Guadalupe Giselle Vielmas. Sergio Isidro Villarreal Carrillo. Ángel Gabriel Villasana. Jorge Daniel Villatoro Gómez. Tori Page Vizcaño. Heaven Armour Luis Walker. Emily Sarah Wange. Eliana Amor Weatherall. Corey Wayne Whaley. Brinlyn Monique Williams. Precious Michelle Williams. Gaite Junior Willie.
Harmony Omozele Wilson.
Jalen Isaiah Willis.
Andrew Ray Wynn.
Nicole Alexandra Sevier Sanchez. Rihanna Lee Yeager. Miranda Hope Youngberg. Brittany Vianney Zamora. Henry Alejandro Cepeda Samoa. I can do it.
We're gonna pause. We still want to honor our graduates who are graduating virtually, but you guys are doing great. Go ahead, Mr. Guzman.
Additional graduates for the class of 2021. Dalia Jacqueline Arzola. Lisbeth Ventura. Christopher Lee Brooks. Jacob Cole Saunders. Mel David Cruz. Kavion Jareem Deshawn McNeil. Alejandra Diaz Reyes. Jose Alfredo Garcia Castillo. Easton Harbor Royal. Samuel Daniel Herrera Olmos. Daphne Elizabeth Hernandez. Brianna Cherise Harden. Dean William Hunt. Anthony Juarez. Mariana Montalvo. Casey Mercado. William Mendez. Miguel Angel Navarro. Savannah Lavon Newborn. Parker Alan Randolph. Tayon Deshawn Ray. Raul Reyes Ortiz, Christopher Enrique Osorio, Enrique Rosas Sanchez, Raymond Angel Salinas, Sean Douglas Samar, Seriana Maria Torrell, Annie Chung Trang, Brendan Austin Underwood, Andrew Noel Valdez, Kayling Nok Vu, and Miriam Elizabeth Yanez.
I would like to take this opportunity to recognize several individuals and groups. First, I would like to thank our Area Director, Ray Merrill. Would our senior class sponsors, Lauren Peterson and Alex Tubia, please stand? Next, would the counselors of Garland High School please stand? Our Garland High School administrative team, please stand. Would all remaining faculty of Garland High School please stand? Thank you. Any graduating young men and women who have already enlisted in the military, please stand to be recognized. Would all active duty personnel and veterans in the audience please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Class of 2021, please rise. We will now hear Sarah Hernandez, singer Alma Mater, followed by our Hey Gang senior chant and hat toss.
Hail Garland High School, your glory behold. We'll be loyal to the black and the gold. Our alma mater, steadfast you'll always be. We'll cherish you through loss and victory.
All right, seniors, we're gonna do our Hey Gang. Hey everybody, let's do Hey Gang!